The Democratic divide deepening as Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio Cortez seemingly plays the race card on House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, saying she is, quote, pointing out a pattern of Pelosi singling out newly elected women of color.
Democratic Congressman William Lacey Clay firing back at Ocasio-Cortez, saying, quote, what a weak argument. Because you can't get your way and because you're getting pushback, you resort to using the race card? Unbelievable.
So where does the Democratic Party stand? Joining us now, radio show host and U.S. Army veteran Kathy Barnette. Kathy, thanks for being here.
Hi, thank you guys for having me.
So what do you make of all the infighting? This is some crazy stuff going on now between Pelosi and AOC. It's like I got to get my popcorn.
I know, right? I never thought I would be here at Fox trying to defend Nancy Pelosi. But AOC is playing right out of the Democrat playbook. It's called Chapter 1, Page 1, Paragraph 1, where it says, if you don't like something, if you don't understand something, and if you don't have and if you're ill-equipped to debate the merits of something, then cry racism. It's a very effective tool for the Democrats that they've played for many, many generations. This is not the first time they played the race card because it's an effective way to get people to push back. The problem is that racism actually does exist. And when people like AOC, Nancy Pelosi, and others play the race card for their own personal agendas or to be used as a stopgap measure because they can't debate the issues at hand, it diminishes real issues of racism.
I feel like Republicans are torn on this. I feel like you have some Republicans saying, like, I feel really bad for Nancy Pelosi. And I feel like you have others who say, what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Boom, I love that. But listen, I've never met Nancy Pelosi, so I don't know if she's a racist or not. And quite frankly, I don't care. And I think what most Americans care about is whether or not we're going to have an economy where we can afford to buy a home, or if we're going to be renting next year or living in our mother's basement, if I'm going to be able to have steak tonight with my family, or if we're going to be forced to eat hot dogs again. That's what Americans really care about.
And in fairness, a CNN reporter caught AOC in the hallway and asked if she thought Nancy Pelosi was a racist. She said no. My question to you, Kathy, is now that you have two liberal Democrat stalwarts arguing over women of color, is the caucus at a point from which it can't return now?
I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball. But one thing I do know is that the chickens are coming home to roost. This is something that the Democrat Party has used forever, ever since for the past 2.5 years. As a black woman, I have been told I need to hate this president, that he's a racist, that there's something wrong with him. And instead of debating the merits of the issue, why not a southern border wall, why we don't want to put the citizenship question on the 2020 census, Democrats primarily have resorted to racism, playing the race card. And now these younger generation of millennials, they have grown up on a full diet of this.
Yeah.
Well,
Thank you, Kathy.
thank you.
We appreciate it.
Thanks for being here, and thank you for your service.
Thank you.